Today we have come to Kakoma Women and Men Group. This is a group located in Gomba district, and it's serving with CBS Pewosa cooperative. We gave out over 40 acres of cassava cuttings to this region, and this group specifically planted 5 acres of cassava. These 5 acres planted, we trained them on ecosystem-based adaptation approaches. We trained them on how to keep this cassava and also disseminate the cassava cuttings to other members of the group and also other village saving allowance association. Some of the ecosystem-based adaptations trained to the members were intercropping cassava with cowpeas, with beans, with maize. But this group chose cowpeas, whereby this has enabled them to harvest over 100 kilograms from this garden. We made sure that we trained them on how to plant. That if you see what is here, what they planted, this is a plant, and also this is a plant. So the meters 3x4, it has enabled this to catch up. If you see the soil here, it's a bit wet, but if you see where this has not happened, it's a bit dry and the soil is dry. So in the 7 to 8 months, the whole garden is going to catch a bit like a small forest, whereby the sun can't penetrate to the soil so that the water can evaporate, and this will enable this cassava garden to look green, and also to reduce on the cost of weeding, because they have weeded only 2 times and they will not weed anymore. The next time maybe they will just picking a few weeds around in the garden. You have also trained them on how to prune the cassava, because if this cassava, due to the EBA approach of using organic manure, the forest has cut earlier, and also the branches are many. So when you reduce on the branches, this enables the roots to remain with the food to eat enough, because the cassava will not feed in this other part. So you have pruned, and it is not time for the canipo to catch, also the small forest of the cassava to catch in the garden. So we have trained a number of activities. Remember, this group has a solar dryer. This cassava is going to be dried using the solar dryer. They have been having a challenge of having enough of cassava. The cassava has not been enough, and since they have their 5 acres, this is going to be a rapid drying using a solar dryer. The cassava they are sourcing is from their individual gardens, and most of the cassava is dried. And also the cassava cuttings, which are going to be got from this garden, they are going to be given out to other members in the group to also plant on their individual farms, and also give other village saving allowance association. This is going to be a systems approach, and also the solar dryers, using the solar dryer to dry, in order to reduce the post-harvest losses which happen during harvesting until the market buy. We have also looked, if I show you one of the leaves of this cassava, it's very quite good, looking green. We have moved around the garden. We have not seen any signs of brown stroke disease, of cassava mosaic, meaning one of the ecosystem-based adaptation approach trained to these people, the group of Kakoma, was planting quality cassava cuttings which are free from the disease, good, early maturing, and also drought resistant. This place is nearing a cattle corridor. The sunshine is hot, but you see everything is green due to the EBA approaches we have taught to this community.
My name is Sebunya Fred. a member of CBS EBAFOSA Kakoma. As a group, we've managed to plant this cassava plantation, so we are glad that it has shown us enough example of which we were told by the coordinators of EBAFOSA. So we managed to plant cowpeas from this garden of cassava, and today we have learned about pruning, and we've pruned our cassava. We are glad that this cassava is of a good variety which is disease free. So we thank EBAFOSA.
Work on a small plot of land, enabling him to plant coffee and also cassava. This is one of the ecosystem-based adaptation approaches we told him, so that he can conduct. That even if you don't have a bigger piece of land, it is better to make sure that he can use this very well. So, having done this as an individual, as one of the team leader, he has inspired other members to also plant their cassava. This is a group of 60 members who are using the solar dryer, but 30 of them are the ones who have benefited from this, and others are implementing the EBA on their individual gardens. So, this is cassava, having coffee behind me, and also the members, this means that at least farmers are adapting to the existing climate change impacts, and also they are implementing what we are telling them. And we see the coffee has also put on. The coffee cherries are on, and also the cassava is remaining a few months so that he can also give the cuttings to other members. Thanks EBAFOSA, and thanks EBAFOSA, and thanks to Kakoma Village Saving and Loans Association for also conducting this EBA approach. Thank you very much.
This is what innovative volunteerism stands for. This is impact. This is action. This is inspiration. This is what we must do, because every little action we undertake matters. Climate action is our own fierce urgency of now, and every action we take to help a mother put food on the table and more money in more pockets matters. That's what innovative volunteerism is all about. Ushering and inspiring young people to become solution providers, to turn climate change challenges into opportunities. That's what we are seeing, and that's impact. That's climate action. And we must all usher ourselves to turn challenges into opportunities. That's innovative volunteerism.